Hello. Let's me get the main camera turned on. I think it is this one. Is it? Yes. Yes, it is. Amazing. Okay. And how do I look? Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Not at all. I forgot. This is screen capturing. Okay. So today is, it's February 1st, 2021. Yesterday, I said that we were going to work on the UI sort of stuff, and the main menu stuff, and sort of get all that working. By that, I meant that we were going to play with the physics for an hour and a half and still get nowhere with it. It's a common expression. No, sorry, not a common expression. It's a very niche expression. It has only one user. But, you know. Today, we're actually going to do the stuff that I said that we were going to do yesterday. If I could pronounce all the syllables in those words, it would probably help with that. So, let us get started. I am just going to remove all of this. I have made the executive decision that I am not going to have physics. Well, not going to have physics. I'm not going to have the ramp stuff be quite that extreme. There will still be ramp stuff, but it will not be that bad. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And we're now actually going to work on the actual UI stuff, because that needs to get done for this. It's not going to look very good, but it's still going to look. Yesterday, I think we got the scene switching working correctly and everything. I think that was true. Let's check that to be double sure. Okay, so we can move around a little bit. I can, yep, go around corners. Perfect. And still do all of that. If I want to, I can switch lanes, slow down, switch lanes, slow down. Perfect. Okay, if I hit escape, awesome. We get the menu. If we click restart, we actually do restart, as I expected. And if we click the main menu, we go here. We click escape, and then we go to, okay, we need to fix this part, but yeah. Okay, so the main menu itself, wherever that might be, can we focus on you? Can we focus on you? Canvas, yeah, there we go. Put that in focus. Okay. So yeah, main menu, self-explanatory. That is going to have all of this be, well, all of that be removed. The game manager can go up there. This is the, well, actually, we'll just keep canvas. Yeah, that's fine. The actual menu itself is going to be here. We need I basically want to have a list of buttons here, so we need a container for that list of buttons. I think if we create an empty, yeah, it comes with a rect transform. Okay, that's good. And then we'll just say button holder. And this is going to have, it's going to be just 0, 0. It's going to have a vertical layout group. And that is going to have the UI, it's going to have a button, it's going to have the Text Mesh Pro version. Sure, I don't know what any of that means. Actually, how do we type onto the, oh right, we have to go into the actual Text Mesh Pro itself. This is called button. Oh, actually, okay. We have to import this? Okay. Let's do that. That makes sense. That looks awful. No, I don't want to import the extras. We'll be fine without them. How does this actually work? So, oh, can only do those. Okay. So if I set this to font size 30, will that become more legible? So this does have native support for outlines. That's good. So if we bold this, I don't like any of this. Like, this looks just really bad. I mean, at font size 20, it looks, really it needs to be like font size 50 and then just downscaled, right? Would that look better? Okay, no it doesn't, because, yeah, I don't know, that just doesn't look good at all. Like, yeah, in-game, actually it looks fine. Why does it look weird on the screen like that? Alright, if I maximize this and then I just play this, what happens? Okay, that looks fair. I want the button itself to have a little bit, I don't want to have the UI sprite stuff, I don't think that's that useful. I would like to add a thing to it. Let's add a panel and make it look a little bit nicer. So the button itself, that can just be super dark, that's fine. Yep, and the panel itself, can remove that. We can make it, how does it work? Is it Alt, Shift? No, Alt. Make it clip to the bottom like that? No, clip there, okay. And I think the pivot needs to be changed. So wait, let's set the opacity to 100%. Set the height to maybe 5. And then the position to 0. Actually, maybe it doesn't need to be changed. Okay. I want this to be kind of a yellowish color. Yeah, that'll be good. And this kind of a dusted kind of gray color. Yeah. And the text itself can be white. So the face is dark colored. Okay, where is the actual, oh, the vertex color, okay. It doesn't need to be solid white, just sort of an off-white. Alright. What does that look like? Yeah, that doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look good, but it doesn't look terrible. Let's darken this a little bit. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. Maybe have this be, instead of 5, maybe have it be 3. That's probably fine. Then the width, probably about 200. And then we will have this aligned to the upper center so that these appear more centralized. Actually, we'll have this be 50 by maybe 250. Maybe it'd be like super large buttons. Yeah, maybe that's a bit too large. So 200 by, I don't know, 40? 40? Yeah, that's probably okay. And then the actual font size, maybe have that be like 30-ish? 30-ish? Yeah, okay. That'll work. And I do want to save this in prefabs. I'll just call this UI. So this will just be a button. Yeah, okay. So we'll have this be a start. Then we would duplicate that and have this be, I don't know, settings? Sure, settings. And then the holder here can have a spacing of, say, 10. Yep. Yep, okay. And then we will change the text, say start, and then we will change this to be settings. Settings. Yes. Okay. Okay. I was worried for a second that the sound was not working, but the sound is working. Okay. Had to double check that. 70? 70, actually. Then we have the button holder be like right there. We should come up with a title for the game too. I don't know what it's going to be. But definitely we'll come up with it. Let me grab one of these and actually put that here. And yeah, we'll have this one be maybe 6. Have the width. Oh wait, no. Oops. Have that be like right there. That'd be inside of this, and then have it be attached to the bottom. The position will be 0. No, oh, minus 15 like it was. The width will be 300. Yeah. That'll be fine. Maybe have these actually be 5. Nah, we'll just keep it how it is. It's fine. It looks so weird outside of the game, or outside of the yeah, the game tab, but otherwise they're fine. So we have scripts, we have UI. We'll just call this UI in-game menu, UI main menu then. UI main menu component. Okay. Also, if you want to see how we've developed this stuff so far, you can watch the VODs or the VODs on Twitch, or you can go to YouTube, and the Twitch VOD should also be up there as well. Whatever your preferred platform is. Yeah. That is the UI main menu component. And we're going to have a public void on click start, and the public void on click settings. The main reason for doing it this way is so that we can change whatever code is in here. Basically, we're going to have the button be bound to this. The button is going to point to this function, and we can change whatever it is here without having to mess with the button at all. Because I don't like messing with the Unity, like UI kind of thing. The UI kind of the GUI with Unity. I don't like messing with it. It seems to me like it just leads to bad results. Alright, go to racing. Yeah. So whenever we start, we're going to go to racing. And eventually that'll probably be like the car and track selection scene. But right now it's just going to be the racing scene. And then for this, we will open the settings menu at some point. I don't know how that's going to work, but we will figure it out. So yeah, we have this. I want to add a UI main menu component here. And then for the start button here, we add an on-click, and then we target the menu. We go here, we select the UI main menu component, and we say on-click start. And then we do the same thing for settings. So we go here, go to the menu, we go to the UI main menu, and on-click settings, okay. And then if we run this, what we should be able to do is we should be able to click start. Yeah, okay. Did we not get any indication that we were hovering over this? No, we do, it's just not a very good one. How do we fix that? So it should be actually in the button prefab. Okay, give me that. So this is the normal, the highlighted color. Can we darken that a little bit? What'll happen? Okay, yeah, it darkens. Okay, I like that. So yeah, we go here. Then we can restart. Okay. I want to change the buttons in that in-game menu to be the same style. So let's go to scene, let's go to racing. And then we need to find our canvas. I'm going to bring these two to the top. And actually everything else, really I want to reorganize this a little bit. And say game object, create empty, I'm going to just call this the track. Then I'm going to take all of this. That's all going to go into the track. Yeah. Problem being that this is not at 0, 0, 0, and I like things being at 0, 0, 0. So we're going to undo that really quickly. We're going to move all of this to 0, 0, 0, and then we're going to move this back. Okay. Alright. Wait. Did not move that into the track. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go to wherever this came from, and I misspelled loading. I was not focused on typing yesterday. Alright, and this should still run, if I did that right. Yep, I did that right. Okay. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, we need to increase like the max speed of these or something. Yeah, I just want to see if you hold W, can you actually win this? I don't think so. Right? They will eventually just pass us. Because we will go, yeah, completely out of bounds. And oh wow, you actually can get into a loop here where you can't hit that waypoint. That's funny. Okay. Change lanes there, change lanes there. Change lanes there, and then there, and then yeah. Cut you off. Okay. Let's hit escape. Let's restart. Okay, cool. Escape, main menu, and then we hit start. Awesome. Alright. Okay, I actually want to close the application now. That's funny. Brain is like, ah, it's so realistic, it's an actual game. Nope, not quite. Okay. So let's go to canvas here. Let's go to main menu. Let's make that active really quickly. What we can do is we can go into, save this, go into the main menu, we can grab this button holder. You can copy that. Yep. Then we can go into the racing here. We can go into the canvas, and then we can put this inside the menu panel, and we can paste that into there, yeah. And delete this. Main menu, that goes into there. Call this the, what is it? Main menu, and we can say restart, and then we can maybe duplicate this and make that into settings. Okay, so we'll have like an in-game kind of settings menu, yeah. And this will be main menu, this will be settings, and this will be a restart. Of course, we want the button holder to be a little bit higher there. Okay. And then we need to relink all of these because they're not linked. So they go to the menu object, they have they go to the menu panel. They have the UI in-game menu component, and then this one is on-click main menu. And this one, I believe, is on-click restart. On-click restart. Alright, so yeah, on-click restart. Okay. Then we are going to deactivate that because we don't want it showing all the time. We only want it showing temporarily. And if you don't know, inside this UI in-game menu component, we have a thing, a function that will display, that will display the menu whenever we hit the escape key. So we go to the main menu, save everything. So we click start, we get loaded into here, we hit escape, everything pauses, and then we can go back to the main menu, we click start again. Yep. We really need like a countdown timer as well before everything starts, but we will do that at a later point in time. And also we will rebalance everything at a later point in time. But yeah. Do this, we can click settings, nothing happens, we click restart, that happens, alright, we go to main menu, click settings, nothing happens. Okay, perfect. Again, I want to exit the application because my brain thinks that it's real. Alright. Like it thinks that it's a window that's running instead of something running in the editor. Let us do that, and then let us just do, that'll be fine. We'll probably have some kind of cover, or not cover, but some kind of artwork on the front of this, but I'll do that off camera, because my artwork is terrible. And it only gets worse when people are watching. Okay, so we need to actually make like a settings kind of menu, right? This, we actually don't want... Do we? We want this to be moved. This is the menu, right? And that's the title? Yeah, okay. We actually want this to be the main menu. We want to duplicate this. Nope, not inside of that. We want to duplicate it again because we want a background. So basically what we want is we want this to be the background. We want to remove all of this. we want to click on these two. We want to remove this image so that we only have one copy of the background. Basically now these only have the UI components, so background is provided by the menu itself. And then, yeah, we want one of these to be the main menu. We want the, Actually, no, I was wrong. We do want the UI main menu in here. UI main menu component, we do want that in there. This will be the settings menu. And then probably just change the title to be settings. Settings. Okay. And then let's just deactivate that for the moment. We'll create the settings stuff later. We need to relink these buttons because they got unlinked. That's not a button. That is, yeah, it'll be missing. It's the main menu. It is the on click. That one is start, and then this one is settings. Say main menu. We'll say on click settings. On click settings. Okay. Now we have that. What we need to do is we need a way to switch between those two menus. How are we going to do that? We'll have like a menu controller or something. That's what we'll do. Sure, why not? Can't make it any worse. We can't make the code any worse. Also with Steam, I'm going to get rid of that. It's just my Titan Quest. Let's think here. Right, so what do I want to copy? I want to copy the main menu component, right? Yes, I do. Okay. And Control C, Control V. Just say UI main menu controller component. We will grab this, rename this, and then we will say switch to. So public void switch to. And it'll just be this. I don't know if I should put an int there or not. If I should give it a name. Can I give it a, I don't like doing this, but I'll give it a name. Sure, why not? And then we'll have a. So basically, what we're going to do is for the button, we are going to call switch to something. Wait, but we're not going to input the name. It's just going to be switch to. Guess we say switch to settings. Guess we'll do that. We'll say public game object settings menu, and then we'll have a say public game object. Call this the active menu. Have a public game object main menu. So what we're going to do is this is just going to store the active menu that's actually up, and then how are we going to do that? So I've switched to settings. We could keep a list of the menus that the player opened and just have a back button. Actually, I like that better. Public won't be a list. It'll be either a queue or a stack. It'll be a stack, won't it? Be a public stack, yeah, of game object menus. And so yeah, we'll just have a public void go back. And so what this will do is on awake, we'll just assume that the main menu is open. We'll say is menus dot push. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a system where we just have a menu of, yeah, we have a currently active menu. Then we have like sub-menus on it. So like you have the settings, that'll be like a sub-menu, and instead of having a like go to whatever menu, it'll just say go back. And so what we want to do is we want to store stack. So stack, if you don't know, stack, you can think of it like a stack of cards or something. It's like you put one card on top, and then the only thing you can do is take the card off the top. You can't take things off the bottom. Or you could think of it like a stack of blocks or something. If you try to remove one of the blocks from the bottom, everything tumbles over. So what we do is we put a new menu on top of the stack, and then whenever we hit the back button, we just take the first menu off the stack, and then whatever's the new top, we show that. So this is going to be equal to new stack of game object. So here we're going to say menus.push, and we're going to push the main menu because we assume that that will be open first. And so with switch to settings, we're going to say menus.push the settings menu, right? And then what we will say is we will say menus.peak. So peak will give us the top object, and whatever that might be, we're going to set that active to be false, so it'll become inactive, and we'll say settings menu.setActive true. So what we do is whatever menu is currently showing, we set that to be inactive, we push the settings menu onto the top of the stack, and then we take the settings menu itself and set that to be active. And in fact, this could be a little bit better if we just do this. So if we go back, what we want to do is we want to say menus.peak, whatever's on top of the stack, we want to set that active to be false. And then we want to do menus.pop, so we want to take off the top element. And then we want to say menus.peak.setActive to be true. So basically it's the same logic as changing to a menu, we just do something different here. And we could optimize this a little bit to be a little bit less stupid, but I don't care. I'm not going to do that. So yeah. Oh, did I just mess with this? I did. Ugh, that's not good. Alright, we'll do that. This is the UI main menu component, and then this is the UI main menu controller, so yeah. We'll have like oh yeah, here we're going to want to we'll have to link to the controller. So we'll have a UI main menu controller component, and I'll just say controller. And we'll just say public, yep. And then private on awake. We're just going to get a reference to it. We're going to say controller is equal to find object of type UI main menu controller component. I hate this, but we're going to do it anyway. It's just simpler. And then here we'll say controller dot switch to settings. Yeah. And this will switch to the settings menu. And this will call that logic that we just did, where it will do the peak, set active false, and then, yeah, all that stuff. So we are going to put the controller here. No. Yes. Yeah, we're going to put the controller here. So just search for controller. It's the UI main menu component or controller component. Put the main menu here. Put the settings menu here. And then we will unset that to be active. We'll set that to be active. And yeah, we can see settings here. So let us create a back button here. Where am I going to put that? I mean, I kind of want to put it in the upper right here, or upper left here, I should say, because that's actually what direction that is. I'll just say back. Yeah, have it in the lower left. Seems more traditional. And I want to anchor that there. Yeah, 100 by, oh no, 110 by 40? Wait, by 40? Oh, you're right, 30. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. And then this will be, this will say back. Yeah. Of course, it's not centered. We can center it, though, by putting a couple spaces afterwards. I think that's how this works. Oh no, it's smart enough. It's smart enough to not do that. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so this will be back, and then what this will call is this will call the controller, the UI controller, and this will say go back, yeah. And then these two buttons, we don't want to do anything quite yet. Have this be up here. These probably will be like controls for like volume or something, or for difficulty, I don't know. We'll figure that out later. And yeah, we want this to be active first. We want, oh yeah, you are not that. You are a UI main menu component. Yeah, you are that. And then your controller doesn't need to be set. You don't have that component, that's fine. And then I think we need to relink the buttons yet again because they got unlinked. Yep. So this one is on click start, and then this one is on click settings. Alright, so we should see if I did all of that correctly. So we should be able to click settings, and so now we show the settings menu, and if we click back, it will, yeah. And now we can have any number of like nested submenus that we want. Okay, and if we click start, this still works. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. And plus, we can just copy paste the settings menu, or we can make this prefab and move it into the actual, or into the, what's it called? Scene, the racing scene. We'll say control holder. This is going to hold a list of controls. And we're just going to delete that. Or actually, I kind of wanted the thingies, the actual like panels. We'll add the panel. Add that back. We're going to have a width of 100 and 100. Sure. No, it'll be 40 by, I don't know, 300? 500. Yeah, it'll be like 50. Yeah, and we'll just have like a list of settings, like different settings that we could have. So the back button, I want this color, and I want it to be there. Yeah. Maybe not full opacity though. Maybe only partial opacity. Yeah. Maybe not have it, maybe it'd be 60 by 600. Yeah. That looks fine. So what kind of settings is this going to have? So I think it's going to have like, oh, volume, okay. I was like, wait, is that a UI thing? No, it's not. This will be the, it's gonna be like a scroll bar? No, not a scroll bar, slider. That's the one. Yeah. That's gonna have a width of maybe, I don't know, 200? No. 400, 300, 300, yeah. This is gonna be like your volume kind of control. It will be, this will be the background. It will be that, because I want it to be flat. Let's paste that in there. Yeah, that's actually probably okay. I want this, actually no. I want this to be lighter, maybe. More silvery color? No, I want it to be kind of a darker. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that looks great, but it doesn't look terrible. Let's duplicate this, put a smaller little thing inside of it. Have like a gold thing from the back button? No. Like a darker bit inside of it. Have that be like 1, no. It'd be like 1 half. It'd be 0. That'd be 1. I want this anchored to the bottom, actually. That'd be 0 on the position there. Have the height be 3. Yeah, let's just kind of trace the bottom there. I'd say like inset. Go. And then we will have the handle. That will be that darker color. Okay. And I want the width to actually be like 30, and then no. background there a little bit. Let's say 10 and 10, just so that it doesn't poke through there. Let's see what happens. We should be able to mess with this. Okay, the fill area needs to be fixed a little bit. It's going to be like that gold color. But yeah, otherwise I think it's fine. So the fill area, the fill itself needs to be a solid thing. It needs to have, oh, you have this kind of set up, huh? Oh wait, the fill area, right. So the left is at 5, let's make that 15. No, let's make that 10. No, let's make that 12. And the right is at 15. That might be okay, actually. But the fill color is definitely going to be the gold color. Wherever that might be. There's one, okay. And we'll make that that color. People who know anything about UI are probably crying right now. Yeah, okay, I kind of like that. That's not terrible. Not terrible for something that I can do anyway. That might need to be actually at 10. I might be wrong. This might need to actually be at 10, or 15, I mean. No, it definitely doesn't. 13. No, it needs to be at 12. Okay, that'll be fine. And yeah, we'll have that, and then have this be over here a little bit. And the actual text, let us, well, I want to grab the Text Mesh Pro stuff. So if I copy this and then I paste it into this, just call this a control, like a settings control. Paste that there. Let's anchor that over there. Why does that not? Oh, because you're a child of that. Okay, that's why. Let's set the font to 20, and let's set the alignment to be to the right. Yep. Then this itself needs to have a pivot. Why is the pivot there? Shouldn't it be? Oh no, okay, that's right. Make this 20, and then we'll say the height is 30 because the font is a bit smaller. This will be like volume or something. Yeah. This will be like main volume. Yeah, that'll be fine. Not main volume. Like, what's like the... What's it normally called? It's like a way to... Alright, actually I want this to be at 10. What would I call it? Like the main volume or just like total volume? Total volume. Okay. Then we'll have like maybe the music volume as well. So we'll call this like total volume. Then we will duplicate this and call this like music volume. Music volume. Music volume. If I can actually type today. Call this music. Cool. Then we're going to raise this up a little bit. Then maybe we'll have like a difficulty thing. And the difficulty will just control like the max speed of the AI or something. I like that. Let's duplicate this, call this difficulty. Difficulty, yes. Okay, and then this will be difficulty. Then we will put in a drop down? No. Yes, drop down. Drop down text mesh pro is what we would do. And no, it doesn't need to be on top of the slider like that. It needs to have a width of like 300. Yeah, okay. And then a height of 30 is probably fine. Yeah, okay. All of that will be good. We need to change the styling, so that needs to be like that. I guess we'll use the gray from here. Should we use the gray from there? Probably. Yeah, I'm afraid people might think it's disabled, but yeah, it'll be fine. Nope, that's not at all what I wanted to do. Paste, yeah. People might think that's disabled, but I think they'll figure it out. So this, we'll have option A. This will be easy, normal, difficult. And then we want the actual text on here to be, well, not that text, but it's the label text? The label text, yeah. I think this is the template, so that's the viewport, that's the scroll bar, that's the content item. Basically, we just need to match this vertex color. So the item label, yeah, it needs to match that vertex color. Check mark, that's fine. The background, that will be white, we'll have to fix that. The label, that will match this vertex color. Font size, that can be like 20? What font size are you? You're 20, right? Yeah, 20. Alright, the label, that can be 20. It can have a bold font as well. Same is true of the label here, that can be bold. The label on all of those can actually be bold. Oh wait, they already are. Okay, yeah. Because that's what we want. We want to use the bold font. And then we just need to change the background here to be that. Item background should be that. Alright, let's see what that does. So if we drop down here, okay, the background here, not a huge fan of it, but yeah. Yeah, okay. I have to get rid of that background. The item, oh no, this is the template. Yeah, okay. Is that gonna show if we, yeah, the white shows, okay. What color do we want that to be? Do we want that to be dark? Probably. The viewport here, the right is 18, okay. No, we'll just have that be the drop-down color. It's kind of boring, but, you know, have to be what it is. Right, yeah, we can do that. Maybe we can add underlines to these. That would be kind of interesting, right? If we have the item label, have the actual item itself, content, view thing, the actual viewport, okay, the template. How does this actually... Curious how it does the spacing. Actually, we can make our own spacing. Yeah, we can make our own spacing. So if we say like 25, let's say 25. I believe if we say like a 4 or maybe a 5 here, what we can do is we can add, so this will basically put a little bit of space between them, if I understood that right. Yeah, that puts a little bit of space between them. It does mean that the text, the highlight doesn't work quite right. Why is that? So this has a height of 20. Okay, so all of these would need to be changed a little bit. This background, okay, put 0 there. So okay, that just makes the background larger. And with that, we can actually have the text have a bottom of 5 and a top of 0. How about that? That should align it closer to the top. Yeah, and that makes room for the underline. The check mark, that's height 20 at position 10. I think it needs to be closer to position 5. Oh no, that's the X, right. Probably needs to be like -5, right? To be aligned. Nope. Needs to be +5 to be aligned. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because we're lifting it up. Yeah, okay. And really it's like 2.5, I think. But we'll make it 3. Because we're feeling spicy today. Let's grab this. We'll copy that. The item, we will paste that in. And that will be aligned that way. We add a 0 and add a 0. And the position will be 0, the height will be 3. Sorry, to the right it's going to be like a 30. It's not quite the, it's not quite all the way to the right. And that doesn't even show. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, it goes here. Right, because it goes inside the actual item itself. Okay. 0, 30, height, right, okay. Let's see if that does something like what I want. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit, not quite what I want, but it'll work. I think we can fix this by having the left be aligned at 30 and the right being aligned at like 75. And the height, maybe the position being at like 2. I think that'll work. So yeah, we get, nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's like 10, right? Yeah, that's closer to what I wanted. Not great. I don't like it. Yeah, you know, it's a little too noisy. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I don't like it, but I'll leave it. And we'll say item underline, which was an experiment. It'll just be left. And then is there any other settings we want? Maybe like player name or something? Nah, probably not. If we think of anything, we can always change it later. You know what, actually, for the in-game thing, I'm going to remove that settings menu thing. Let's just get rid of that. Okay. So here, you should now be able to set this to inactive, set this to active. Yes. Okay. Then we click settings, we get all of this. You know, we go back, click start. Settings don't do anything quite yet, but we can always make them do something. That's unfortunate. Alright, we want to go not in that lane. Alright, we go in that lane, and then switch lanes, slow down. Kind of want to get between these two. Ah, jeez. We need some indicator that it's going to respawn us. That's what we really need. Also, whenever you're not on the road, I'd like to have it kick up dust. I think that would be kind of neat. Might just work on the particle effects then. interesting that this... Yeah. Alright. I think it's fine. Would be nice if there was stuff that you could destroy. I think that would be kind of funny. But not the trees. Trees, you can't do that too. Could have like boxes or something along the side of the track. Oh, that'd be kind of neat. Maybe signs or something. I don't know. I have to find something you can destroy. I'm trying to think of what else we need to do. I mean, one thing I wanted to do is have like a car and track kind of select. But I'm not sure how I want to load the tracks or the cars. I'm trying to think. So one way to do it is to have one scene per track. I don't know if I like that, or one scene per track. I don't know if I'm really a huge fan of doing that. I just don't like using Unity scenes in that way. Yeah. Another thought would be we could design some more cars. That would be kind of neat to do, I think. I'm not sure what variations on these cars we could do, though. I'm just not that creative. I'm trying to think, because the original LEGO Stunt Rally had like a lot of different designs for cars. Could work on like changing the color. That's actually really easy to do. I do kind of want to change the model of the car, and actually, let's look at. Let's go to prefabs. Let's look at fixing the. Well, actually, this isn't going to work. Never mind. Let's go back to racing. Did I change like the drag on the cars? Is that what I did? Also, these don't need to be in the track. Did I update like the drag on them? Yeah, I did. Alright. That's part of the problem. This needs to be at 1.5. That needs to be at 1.5. All of them, yeah, minimum turning rotation at that. 220 for the top. The effective minimum speed should be 6. No, actually it should be 5.5. Max speed should probably be 17. Acceleration of 8. Braking of 6.5. Yeah. I think that should be fine. Yeah, they really accelerate there. A little too much, actually. Yeah, you can get way out ahead. Oh wow, you really go flying. Okay, no. So 130 being the top. Maybe the max still being at like 15 is fine. That being like 6, and that being like 7. Maybe that's fine. Like, we don't want people accelerating too fast. Yeah. Just go flying around that corner. Yeah, without the drag, you really accelerate. Oh boy. Yeah, that you go flying out in the middle of nowhere. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Oh boy. No. Caught on some of the car. It's not good. Alright. It's weird how the other two are having a lot of trouble. We probably need some like hints for the AI and the waypoints. Oh boy. do just spin out a lot. Okay, the way to resolve that is to lower your speed, yeah. Do that. Really shouldn't happen if we add enough waypoints, though. Yeah, okay. Let me try to fix the waypoints then, because it really screws up right here. If that's true, we can actually fix that by just making this waypoint wider. But we probably need to add a couple more. So, what I will do, they need to be in order as well. That's another issue. So if we duplicate this and we put it here, this actually needs to go down here, I believe. Yeah. And then this waypoint, we can make that one wider. Say this can just be 1.5, right? No. 5. Yeah. That way, yeah. We just duplicate this into here. I think that was 9. Yeah, that's 9, so 3.25. Okay, it's a little bit wider than the road. So we duplicate that into there, then that into there. I think those go right there, yeah. Then this can go here. Actually, all of those probably need to be a little bit wider, now that I think about it. It's 28, 29, 30. And then those need to go after 10. So 28, 29, and 30 go after 10. Okay. You can have that down there. Okay. And then all of those, so all the way from here to 30, those should probably be 5. That way, even if the car goes off the track a little bit, it will still register as going through those waypoints. Same is true of these. These probably need to just be wider. Whoop. 5, yeah. That way if you're really skilled, you can cut around the corner that way. Kind of like that. And then this, 14, so these need to go before 14. And they need to be at 3 1/4. Need to go right before 14. Nope, right before 14. Nope. Right before 14. Yep. And 31, 30, yep, perfect. And then here we need some more waypoints, so these are at 33. And these probably need to be the wider ones as well, just in case. So those go after 18. Okay, and these are all at 5. Not at 5, at 4. 4.5, yeah. That way, also we need to change this up so that you can't clip around the corner, right? It's going to have issues because it's inside of that guard object. So yeah, just put these here. Little sort of custom made thing, whoops. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have that there, and then that, of course, needs to go like right there. Just make it slightly more difficult to do that skip. Actually, no, I don't, never mind. I don't like that. I'd rather make it easier, honestly. Yeah, just make it easier to do the track skip. Yeah, that way if you have like extreme skill, you can have your car skip the track there. I like that, actually. I mean, it's a form of cheating, but you know. Sometimes cheaters win. So this is 21, so these two need to be right after 21. And then we want to move these here, and then these should all probably have a width of 5. This car really does sometimes like to spin out on that area. So yeah, we'll have these here, and then these here, and we'll move these two up a little bit. And I think these two just need to go behind that one. Right? Because that's the front one? Yeah. Okay. Seem to go in relative order here. So these go up to 5. Okay. Let me just scroll through these and double check that they're in order. Okay. Yep, they look like they're in order to me. Oh, nope. Nope, definitely not in order. Alright. So that's 18. And then this is what? 33? 33 through what? Through that? No. 33, 34, 35. Oh, so 33. So these are not in order. So that's 17. 18. So that skips. So these need to be in reverse order, basically. 18, nope. So right before 37 then? Not there. 34, 35, 36, 18. Yes, okay. Get that way, perfect. Okay. That worked out pretty perfectly. Alright, so let's try this. Let's hope that this works a little bit better now. It should be a little bit more smooth now that we have the more waypoints, basically. It's just completely gone. Alright, I think that's doing better. Right, yeah, it recovered from that turn a lot better than it did before. And plus here it's much easier for it to recover from the turn. And yeah. Just need to make it more challenging because the AI really has trouble. I mean, I guess we could just give the player a lower max speed. That's probably fair. Just because the AI spins out much easier. Alright. So in that case, we give the blue car a lower max speed. So rather than being there, it's at 13. And then all three others actually have much higher turning speeds and much better braking. Slightly better acceleration. Okay, yeah, that should make it much easier for them to turn. Yeah, the AI never goes max speed anyway, so even like this, it's still, player's way better than the AI. Not really sure how to make this a challenge now. I mean, at least we're not going to lap the AI, but still. Alright, let's see if we just give them, I don't know, higher max speed and even better turning. No. Their minimum speed being like 7 or something. No, I think that's actually just too hard. Acceleration being like 8, so they can just easily overtake the player. And maybe even having the player start in last is probably fine. I think LEGO Stunt Rally did that to you. I think it always made you start in last. Jeez. Okay. Can really make up ground on this turn, though. Yeah, okay, this is just a little too hard. We also need this to record, like, victory and defeat, but yeah, I think at 8 acceleration, they're just too tough. So maybe 7. 7's probably fair. Also, swapping the places of the yellow and blue car. It's probably fine. That way you don't get bumped by the AI right at the start and lose your max speed. I mean, you do if you let the AI bump you, but, you know. Okay, there we go. Switched lanes, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I don't think we can actually defeat this yellow car. I don't know if that's even possible, actually, because it's just too fast. So I don't know what to do, because you can't let the player go as fast as the AI, but at the same time, because if you do, then they can just get so far ahead. Yeah, once you have one AI that's on its own, it's very hard to catch. If we could do the track skip, we could actually do it, but might have to lower their max speed by a tick. Alright, so if we set it to 16, I think ours is still, like, pretty low. It's still 13, yeah. Question does come in, though, how we're actually gonna have different cars. Okay, go here, slow down. Go into a different lane. It's gonna hit us. Just leave that lane. Yeah, that's fine. Oh boy. Yeah, it would be kind of neat if the wheels would turn, but... or if the wheels would, like, steer, but I don't know how we do that. I guess just whatever way it's trying to apply the velocity, or trying to apply the angular velocity, or not the angular velocity, but whichever way it's rotating, you could apply the wheels towards that. Yeah, at this point, it's very hard to defeat the AI. Yeah, now what we need to do is we need to load the car, or we need to load the car and everything from the game manager as opposed to having it spawned into the world immediately. That way we can change its stats. So I guess the way we're going to do that is we're going to create maybe a special prefab that looks like a car but isn't really a car. So yeah, I guess we'll have a car spawn component. And what we will do is we will take these cars, have like a car, I don't know, maybe like a car preset kind of thing. Actually, blue car, we'll say this is the player car. Say this is an AI car. And the red be the AI car, actually. And we'll just get rid of the yellow and the white cars. Yeah. And we will have in prefabs, create an AI car. It's an original prefab. We create a player car. It's an original prefab. It's fine because these are only temporary. And the actual car spawn component, here we go, is going to say public game object car, whichever car we want to spawn, and then on the update, it's private void update. Yeah, no, not update, awake. Yeah. Say private void awake. What we want to do is we want to we want to say instantiate, and we'll say car at transform.position, transform.rotation. Then we'll say destroy game object. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. And then I believe for the follow camera component, this will be the, change that to the player camera component. So what that's going to do is, next update, we're going to have a thing that's called get target. So the problem is that since the car hasn't been spawned yet, we can't determine the offset, and we also don't know what our target's going to be. So we need to have a way of determining that. What we need to do is we need to do public void check for, or set target, or get target player. That's what we're going to say. Target player. I'm going to say game object. No, what we will say is find out. We're going to find all the cars. Find objects of type car component. And then we're going to select, which we need system.link for. I'm going to say system.link. We're going to say collect those into a list, right? Or no, wait. Can we do select without a list? Yeah, we can select. So basically, it's a where actually. I'm going to say find me all the cars where car.isPlayerCar. Find me all the cars where there is a player car, and then we're going to say first. Actually, we're going to say to list. So we're going to say var player cars equals that. We're going to say if player cars .length or .count equal to 1, then the target is equal to the player cars of 0, and then we can determine the offset from there. And that's player cars.gameObject. So, wait, what? What are you a list of? Yes. Of 0. Game object. Dot transform. Yeah, okay. There we go. Now we can determine the offset. And what we'll say is if target is no, if not target. If not target, check or target player. There we go. And this will just run until we actually get a target. That way the camera will always work. Where is the camera actually? Am I missing it? The camera, we have the main camera here. Yeah, let me just remove that. And then we just say the player follow camera. What? Oh, is it not named right? It's not named right. So there's the player camera component. We'll just say player camera component. Then we have these as prefabs, so they can actually be deleted. Deleted, yes. And then what we can do is we can get we can create an empty, say 0, 0, 0, and then we can, wherever that went over there, we can move it over here. And now we can put the car model inside of it. Yep. So we'll have that. This will be the player car spawn, which will move back here. Yeah, we'll move that back there. And we'll have a spawn car component, and the car that it will spawn will be the player car. So it'll spawn the player car right there and then destroy itself, which is all it needs to do. And then we want to duplicate this and make this an AI car component, an AI car spawn, basically. I think this is all the parts except for you, and you two that we have to get like super close to actually click. Oh my god. Alright, which part is it? Is it from this angle that we can do it? No. Nope, nope, nope. I need all of those. Nope. That one, nope. Nope, and nope, and nope. Where is it? Seriously? I don't understand. Okay, whatever, who cares? We're turning it red anyway, so who cares? Yeah, just turn all of them red. There we go. So now that is an AI car spawn. And so again, this will just spawn an AI car. It won't necessarily spawn a red AI car. I mean, it will at this point, but that's just because we haven't changed anything. Oops. Okay. And if I did everything right, this should just work. I didn't do everything right. Okay, object reference not set to an instance of an object, which is the waypoints. Oh, right, because the waypoints. Oh, right, because the waypoints. Okay. So we need to change that then for the cars. So when the cars spawn in, they need to actually get the waypoints. So awake, what we will do is we'll say waypoints equal to find object game object dot, is it just find? It's find object of type name. Is it game objects, game object dot find object with tag? Or is this find by name? Let's find by name. Waypoints, points, dot, transform dot, is it children? It is transform. I don't know how you actually get the children. I know that you can iterate over them, which you might have to do. You might have to say for transform child, no, for transform, actually let me check something. It is, yeah, okay. So for transform child in that, what I want to do is we want to say waypoints equals new list of waypoint component. Nope, it's for each in. So for each transform in that, what we want to do is we want to say waypoints dot add. Then what we would say is child dot get component, and it will be the waypoint component. And we are just, you know, hoping to God that this works. Which, I mean, at this point, the level is set up correctly, so it should. But, you know, nothing's perfect. Okay, that works not well. Something's not set to an instance of an object. Oh right, the UI doesn't work because of that. Okay. That's annoying. Let's just turn you off right now. That'll be fine. I'm still confused as to why is the... Also, why are these not spawning? Oh, they're not spawning because I haven't set them up right. Spawning player cars. They need to be spawning AI cars. Okay. I am confused as to why the camera is not following us. I mean, I must have done something wrong. Just not sure what it would be, or I forgot to put it, because I forgot to put the actual component on it. There we go. It's not quite following the car because, you know, didn't start out in a great location, but can fix that. Yeah, this is actually working. Okay. The reason we want to do this is so that we can spawn like a preset kind of car. Like so we can spawn like a tougher version of the car for the AI and a weaker version for the player. Like right now I think these are actually the same, but I don't know. And then we can also randomize the colors and everything like that. But where is the main camera? Main camera. It's right here. Okay. That generally. So if we do this, that centers it in the frame, and then we just move it away from the player. I think is how we did this last time. And yeah. Okay, so if we grab that and then we grab the player car spawn, now we can move them together. We really want these to be closer to the starting line. And then the AI cars can all spawn up here, and the actual car model that spawns is smaller, so we can just spawn them like that. And they won't exactly be bumper to bumper. Yeah. Now we can, yeah, do a lot better. Okay, slow down, yep. Yeah, the AI still accelerates a little bit faster than the player does, which is fine. Because the AI doesn't actually ever go at max speed. It only goes at like, I think it's 80% max speed. I think that's the max that it'll go. So yeah, we switch lanes. There we go. Slow down, cool. Switch lanes to the outside, and then we can make a sharper turn here. Yeah, there we go. Looks like the green screen is behaving today. I like that. Okay. So now we have to get the speed panel working. Not sure how that's gonna work. Alright, I have to think a little bit, so I will be right back. So I just need a second, or not a second, maybe a few minutes to think. But yeah, I will be right back. Alright, so we are back. And, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the speed thing working. Speed panel. The speed indicator, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to get that working, and then I'm going to call it, just this stream though, because we will be back later at 2 o'clock Eastern. No, not Eastern. Central. 3 Eastern. Yeah, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. For some Stormworks. But yeah, I think once we have this done, I think we'll be in a good place. In a good place to call it for the day. And if I can be bothered tonight, I will do some artwork for the game, make it look okay. My artwork doesn't look great. But yeah, actually I need to write down, don't have a thing to write with. I know that I want music, and I want to do some refactoring on the code. I don't know if I'll get to either of those things today, but you never know. But definitely I want to do some artwork for the main menu, and also maybe some artwork for a different track, and some cars and stuff like that. The goal of this is to have this game, I guess roughly done by next week. No, it'll be, I think Saturday is the day that I will call it, or else, or no, it'll be Friday will be the day that I call it. We might have an extra long stream on Friday just to sort of finish it off. But yeah, I'll put it on itch.io and you can play it if you want. But yeah, so let us get this speed thingy working. Where even is this? This is the UI in-game blah blah blah, okay. This is the speed bar, minimum speed bar, max. Alright, these are going to have a problem. So these are the UI resource bar components, and they target the car, right? The minimum oh, the updater targets the car. Oh, actually, we can just mess with the updater itself then. Because the updater logic, the resource updater, wherever those might be. Where did I put those? Oh yeah, here they are. Max speed resource updater. Oh, these don't have the thing. Oh, that's annoying. Alright. Alright. Well, you know what? Screw it. What we will do is we will just say these are the speed resource updater. This is the minimum speed resource updater. Or the maximum speed, this is the minimum speed. Okay. What we will do is that we will go into the actual resource updater, and then how does this get updated? No, really, where does this get called? Huh, I don't actually know. What we will do is we will say void find player car, or no, target player. What we'll say is same thing we did with not the car controller, but the player camera. Do the same thing we did here, which is we just grab all of this junk, put that here, and then the car will be that. And that's all we need to do. And then this is using system.link. Okay. Nope, not link, and we don't need that. We apparently don't need those either. Game object, just player cars of 0. Yep, perfect. And then I don't know where that update resource gets called. Like, I really don't know that. In the virtual, yes. Resource updater dot update resource this. Oh, the updater, okay. Oh, interesting, okay. And the UI resource bar components, the updater, so we update the resource this. So we'll say if, oh wait, that check won't carry over. Yeah, we'll say if car not equal null. Car not equal if, sorry, just if car. If not car, return. Yeah, return. Yeah. And what we will do is in the max resource updater, we will just call super. No, it's base in C#. Yeah, base.update resource. But that doesn't actually keep that check. Of course it doesn't. That's really lame. Say public void. Alright. So in the resource updater, we will just have this be like that. Say public virtual void on update. Say on update. Basically what this will do is if the car is not equal to null, we will just return, or if the car is null, we will return. Otherwise, we'll call on update. We'll use this, or no, we'll use the bar on update using the bar. This way, instead of overriding update resource, we can just override on update. That way, we can share that if logic across all of these, and that should work. Then the max resource, same way. This is on update, min speed, speed on update. Yeah. I think that's all we need to do to make this work. No, actually. This is on update, this is target player. If not car, target player. Yeah, there we go. Basically, this will just wait until the player exists to actually try to update anything. Which is not great, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now we should be able to restart this and get the similar effect. Yes, okay, perfect. Feels really floaty. I have to fix something. Yeah, eventually we'll be able to make all of these cars have, like, you know, procedurally generated, well, not procedurally generated, but like randomized colors. I mean, they will be generated according to a procedure, but the colors themselves won't. I don't know why I have the urge to change lanes there. I just do. We don't want to be in this lane, we want to be in the outer lane so that we can make a much sharper turn. And here we can target the outer lane. Yeah. And here we can kind of cut you off. Yep, target the inner lane. There we go, cut you off. Yeah, I think hitting someone, causing you to lose max speed, I kind of like it, but I also kind of don't. Yeah, I think we might just get rid of that. I'll just get rid of that. I think that's in the bumper, right? No, it's in the car controller. It's like in the on hit something something something. The on hit car, your speed is your effective min speed, right? So yeah, let's just remove that. Basically, it will just avoid the other car losing, or avoid the car that gets hit losing max speed. Wait, why did we just lose max speed there? That shouldn't have happened. Alright, yeah. So even us getting hit shouldn't cause us, yeah, us getting hit should not cause us to lose max speed. It only causes the person who hits you to lose their speed. That way you can cut people off. You only lose max speed if you hit the wall. That's fair. I think that's better. Of course, you can really, really get out in front of the AI. Oh, I think all of them try to drive in one lane, don't they? That doesn't help. Yeah, that doesn't help. The reasoning for that is because that property is set, yeah, the reason for that is that property is set on the car itself. Okay. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, now that that works, I think I am going to call it here. It is, yeah, about 12:40 my time. Yeah, we will be back at 2 o'clock Central, which is 2 o'clock my time, and then 1 o'clock Eastern. Or no, 3 o'clock Eastern. God, I can't do conversions. Yes, 2 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock Eastern. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and as always, if you want to see the previous streams of this, or other programming content, or just me playing games, go to YouTube /RedPlusBlue. But thank you for watching.